Well, hello, and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is, as far as I know, the only tarot reading that focuses strictly on your ability to manifest. Because of that, you're only going to see this one picture on the screen. I want to reduce the amount of visual stimulation. I want to reduce the interference. We live in a world where we're swimming through interference. You got to be constantly looking at your smartphone. You got to be on the computer. You got to have headphones on. You got to be plugged in all the time. You got to be waiting for the next text, the next call. Everything comes from the net. We are like Pavlov's dog. And I believe that's purposely. Because if they can keep us distracted, ooh, got to pay attention to my cell phone. Ooh, got to wait for the next text. Ooh, got to wait for this, got to wait for this, got to wait for this. What you do is you take your consciousness out of living. You're not living, you're existing. You're going from one internet event to another, to another, to another. You're never really living. And that's why anytime that you see a presentation, that you're looking at anything on a two-dimensional screen, a desktop, laptop, smartphone, television, you automatically become a spectator, not a participator. I don't care if you're playing games on your computer. You are still in the spectator mode. You are not in the participator mode. And that makes a huge difference because you're not really living your life. Again, it's living on the internet, which is fake and phony and meant to be distracting. We're focusing you. My job is to inspire you. Let's get to it. The card up front here in the middle, Oracle card, Unfinished Symphony. And the number up above the gal sitting on what kind of sort of looks like an egg with a face in it is the number 10. 10 reduces to 1. The 10 itself is completion. The 1 itself is beginning. So you are ending something, or you have the opportunity to, because remember, we're talking about manifesting. We are not predicting. You have to be involved in your life. You have to be plugged in to something other than the internet. You got to be plugged into your spirit. So, again, the 10 left alone means finishing something. The 1 being reducing the 1 and 0, making just 1, means beginning. And the title on the card is Unfinished Symphony. That's really what life is. We tend to live it like it's a song. That's the reason, by the way, for the internet. This from one moment to the next, one moment to the next. Just like a song, just keep going one moment to go, and it just kind of rolls into one another and doesn't really make any sense after a while. It doesn't make any difference. It's what it is. It's pea soup. So what they're saying here is, stop for a moment. Your life's an unfinished symphony. You are getting ready for part 2. There's more to do. But you have to choose. That's the key. You have to take responsibility for your life. I have a difficult time, especially with tarot readers, sometimes astrologers, who, when they're working on the internet, whatever the vehicle, they go, well, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Please. I have never in my lifetime seen that to be true with specificity. Yes, they may talk about a difficult time period and they may give you some generalities, but they can never get specific for a lot of reasons. First of all, I believe that the universe is such a complex creature. There's so many parts and pieces that make it up. You couldn't possibly trace all the parts and pieces. Second thing is, there's the idea of human intervention, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That manifesting. Something, by the way, which the people who have power don't want you to do. They don't want you to manifest, because if you manifest, man, you're tough to control. That's not the name of their game. So, let's begin the reading. The Unfinished Symphony. Part 2, more to do. This time, Get involved. It's your life. Okay. Interesting thing happened here as I laid out these cards. I used 3 different decks, and it's amazing. The first 2 decks are exactly the same card. Justice. That emphasizes it big time. If they were in the same spread but not connected, that would be a big deal. But right next to one another. Justice means fairness, truth, balance, logic. You need to be plugged into your life. This is a part 2, more to do of your unfinished symphony called your life. But you have to get involved. You can't just sit back and plug into whatever they're showing you, they're telling you. You can't do that. You have to think for yourself, feel for yourself, believe for yourself, and always do it with justice in mind. Fairness, truth, balance. We are coming to that time, by the way. Over the next, I'm figuring maybe year to 3 years, the stuff's going to hit the fan big time. And I have seen how people have run away from truth over the past 3 years. Well, if you thought the truth that we received over the past 3 years is the end-all, be-all, man, you're in for a shock. The curtain is going to come down. We are going to be going for truth, for fairness, for balance, for justice. And that means you have to be prepared. You have to begin with you. You are the one that has to decide. You are searching within you for a balance. You are using clear logic to be fair with you. You are searching for your truth. Not what the people who run the world tell you. Because they want you to think a certain way, feel a certain way, be a certain way. Part 2, more to do. Your unfinished symphony. You and nobody else has to plug in. That means the next card we're looking at is the Ace of Cups. It's emotional strength. It's new relationships. New friendships. Could be romance. But basically, any of the aces, whether it's wands, swords, pentacles, cups, doesn't make any difference, begins with you. And I'm not talking narcissism. Narcissism destroys everything and everybody around it so it can feel something, because otherwise it doesn't feel anything, which is why narcissists are possession-driven. Got to have the new car, got to have the better job, got to have the bigger house, got to. And if you see the billionaires, you make $1 billion. That's a lot of money. $1 billion. And that's not enough? You're a psychopath. And we're seeing that play out in the world everywhere. Every continent, every country. The message is the same. The action is the same. These narcissists, the billionaire class, want to tear down everything, including you, so that they can put you in their prison called life. Remember, these are the people who are telling you you're going to have nothing and be happy. They're not kidding. They're not kidding. This is not a conspiracy theory. They have said it. So, what do you need? Inner strength. Final card. It is the Sun card. Next to the Fool, my favorite card in tarot. The Sun card is illumination. It's clarity. It's vitality. You need to be powered by you, not something outside of you. The power comes from you. The capacity to finish your symphony called life comes from you, and it's the only way that's going to mean anything. You have to take responsibility. You have to take control. You have to decide what's true and how you're going to live your life, by what principles. And if it's just making money, well, I'm not going to go there. Disgust is not a big enough word. Health, happiness, peace, friendships, love, purpose, joy, gratitude, Those are the things that are worth living. Those are the values. And they don't cost a penny. Just thought might help you along on your unfinished symphony. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Manifested Tarot reading. Hope you're here with me. If not, between now and the next time, peace and blessings.